The food quietly destroying your memory, and millions eat them every day. Imagine waking up one morning, walking into your kitchen, opening the refrigerator, and suddenly forgetting why you came there. At first, it feels harmless. You laugh, you shrug it off. Everyone forgets things sometimes. But then it happens again and again. A missed appointment, a forgotten name, a conversation you can't fully remember. Then one terrifying thought enters your mind. What if this isn't normal? What if the warning signs started years ago, long before you noticed them? What if one of the biggest threats to your brain isn't hidden in a hospital, but sitting on your dinner plate right now? Tonight, we are uncovering a disturbing truth about the foods millions of people eat every day, and what scientists are learning about how they may affect memory, focus, long-term brain health. Because your brain often knows something is wrong long before you do. The human brain is extraordinary. A 3-pound organ containing nearly 86 billion neurons. Every memory, every dream, every emotion, every decision you have ever made lives inside this remarkable structure. Yet, despite its power, the brain is surprisingly fragile. Unlike many parts of the body, brain cells have limited ability to replace themselves. Damage can build slowly, quietly, year after year, and sometimes the danger arrives disguised as comfort food. The snack you eat while watching television, the drive-through meal after a stressful day, the sugary drink that seems harmless. The brain doesn't always react immediately. Sometimes the effect unfolds silently for years, which make this story even more unsettling. Meet Michael, a successful father in his early 50s. Healthy weight, good career, no major medical problems. At least that's what everyone thought. But small things started happening. He misplaced his keys more often, forgot names of people he had known for years, struggled to focus during meetings. His family noticed. Michael blamed stress, aging, lack of sleep, anything but his diet. Then came a doctor's appointment that changed everything. His blood sugar was elevated. Inflammation markers were high. His diet consisted largely of ultra-processed food. Foods engineered to taste irresistible. Foods many experts now believe may contribute to chronic inflammation through the body, including the brain. And Michael isn't alone. Millions are following the same path without realizing it. Your brain often whispers before it screams. Some early warning signs can include forgetting recent conversations, difficulty concentrating, mental fatigue, brain fog, losing track of thoughts, feeling mentally slower than unusual, needing more effort to remember simple information. Many people assume these symptoms are simply part of getting older, but sometimes they are signs that the brain is struggling. And what happens next is where this story becomes truly alarming. Picture your brain as a thriving city, billions of cells communicating constantly, electrical signals moving at incredible speed. Now imagine tiny fires beginning to appear throughout that city. Not massive flames, just small, persistent sparks. This is similar to what chronic inflammation can do. Diet high in ultra-processed food, excessive added sugars, and certain highly refined ingredients may contribute to inflammation and metabolic problems. Over time, inflammation can affect blood vessels, blood flow, communication between neurons, and even the brain's ability to create and preserve memories. Meanwhile, repeated blood sugar spikes may place additional stress on the body system. The result? The brain may not perform at its best. Not overnight, but slowly, quietly, year after year, which is why so many people never see it coming. Sarah was only 47, a mother of two. Busy life, busy schedule, fast food became convenience. Sugary snacks became survival. She wasn't trying to harm herself. She was simply trying to keep up. Then came the moment she couldn't ignore. Her daughter asked about a conversation they had just earlier. Sarah couldn't remember it. Not part of it. Not any of it. The fear on her face was immediate. That moment became a wake-up call. Not because Sarah had a disease, but because she realized her brain deserved the same attention she gave every other part of her life. The biggest dietary offenders. Some food commonly discussed by researchers include highly processed packaged foods, sugary beverages, excessive added sugar, frequent fast food meals, highly refined carbohydrate consumed in large amounts, foods high in trans fat where they still exist. The problem isn't one meal or one snack. It's repeated exposure, day after day, month after month, year after year. Small choices becoming powerful habits. The dangerous consequences. When poor nutrition combines with chronic inflammation, lack of exercise, poor sleep, unmanaged stress, the risk may grow. Cognitive decline, poor concentration, increased risk factors linked to metabolic diseases, reduced quality of life, and in some people, the possibility of more serious brain health changes later in life. This is why experts increasingly describe brain health as a lifestyle issue, not just a medical issue. Your daily choices matter more than most people realize. The good news, the brain is remarkably responsible to positive change. Many people notice improvement in mental clarity after improving lifestyle habits. Focus on colorful fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, fish rich in omega-3 fatty acid, nuts, beans, whole food, adequate hydration, regular exercise, quality sleep, stress management. These habits don't create miracles overnight, but they create something more powerful, a healthier environment for your brain, every single day. If you are experiencing persistent memory problems, brain fog, or sudden changes in thinking, don't ignore them. Speak with a healthcare professional. Sometimes symptoms may be related to vitamin deficiencies, sleep disorders, medication effects, stress, depression, and other medical conditions. The earlier problems are identified, the better the chances of addressing them, because brain health is too important to leave to guesswork. Tonight, before you reach for your next snack, pause. Think about the incredible machine living inside your skull, the organ that stores every birthday, every laugh, every loved one's voice, every memory that makes you who you are. Your brain has been protecting you your entire life. Maybe it's time to protect it too. Because memory loss doesn't always begin with a dramatic event. Sometimes it begins quietly. One choice, one habit, one meal at a time, and sometimes your brain knows first. If this documentary made you think differently about your health, subscribe now. We uncover the warning signs your body often whispers before it screams. Comment below. What's one food you have decided to cut back on starting today?